this one loss side, the losers bracket. A very warm welcome here, day 3 to the Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open 10 ball alongside my good friend Mark White. It's Jim White bringing you the action. It's a ladies matchup, Mark, and the loser goes to the beach for a couple days.
Yeah, not a bad alternative in a country like this, Puerto Rico. It's beautiful here, isn't it? And I'm sure it will still hurt though, Jim. I know where I'd rather be. I'd rather be here than sitting on the beach.
Yeah, to be here freezing in the air conditioning. And yeah, you've got, as I said, it's a loser's bracket matchup, so a lot of pressure. Young girl at the table, very highly touted, Kristina TKACH, up against Amalia MATAS. And TKACH, having won the lag, will break.
Yeah, we have one very interested spectator as well in the bleachers, Mr. Fedor Gorst, of course, watching his girlfriend, Kristina, play as we see that break.
Yeah, one thing about it that I've noticed walking around, not only commentating the matches, but watching, is you're getting to the business end of this event. You're seeing a lot more shootouts now, too. A lot more evenly matched matches, and the pressure of the shootout front and center.
Well, I'm not sure whether or not you saw the one that I was commentating on, Copigny versus Tyler Steyer. Tyler absolutely threw that match away. He was in control, never made a mistake for 6 racks, then all of a sudden made a mistake. Copigny got back into it, forced a shootout, and then in the very last shot of the shootout, Tyler made the 10 ball, but then scratched in the side after going 3 rails. Heartbreaking for Tyler.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of that too, and it was, yeah, if you're a Tyler Steyer fan, it was a tough one to stomach, tough pill to swallow that one, but he'll gear down and be ready for the World 8-Ball Championships just around the corner here.
Yeah, well, he can come and sweat the action when his wife plays, of course, Margaret Fefilova. She's still in the ladies tournament as well, so still got an interest in it. Amalia awkward bridging here over the 9 ball. It's a nice little safety there. Just a containing one, Jim.
Yeah, she should find herself in trouble because a much more aggressive option facing Kristina here.
Oh, that was risky. It was risky.
She's found cover behind the 8. Pretty simple 2-cushion escape, and with control, call the 1 in the side pocket, just in case. 2's in the same vicinity, so.
Yeah, caught it a little bit thin, didn't she, the 1 ball? So half a chance.
Yeah, she'd like to put a little distance between the cue ball and the 1 there, and as you said, Mark, just a little thinner contact than she was hoping for.
Cut this in the side. Run the cue ball round. Yeah. Slightly wrong angle on this too, Jim.
She is. She's going to have to content herself with a cut shot on the 3 to the same pocket, assuming she gets this 2. But it's early days. We've had a chance to practice on the table, but it's never like match conditions.
Yeah, they only get just a couple of racks practice on the practice tables, on the actual stream table rather, before they get to play on it. Nice stroke there, but she's going to lose the cue ball. Didn't really get through it enough.
No, it just didn't strike that with any conviction.
No, it was a bit of a let up on it, wasn't it? Didn't really get through it. Early days, as you say, though. So 2-rail kick here. Went 1 rail. Has she had any luck? I think she has, but is there a rail first on there, Jim?
Well, she might even be able to just jack up and soft masse around this 10, where the 3 is. To me, that might be the favorite. Just raise, elevate the back end of the cue and a soft masse.
Oh, she didn't even have to do that. Get past that 5. Well, she's made the 5 just... It's okay. She can just... Well, better work to do, Jim.
Yeah, just off angle on this 4 to try and draw back and get the 5 to the other corner. It is available.
Oh, it's worked out okay. It's worked out okay. Could have been worse.
I'll tell you what, that's a great shot. Mark, that's a great shot. She's used the 9 to hold position. She's got the right angle on the 5. Now, imperative in making this 5, she's going to need plenty of angle on the 6 to get back down the opposite end of the table for the 7. So she does not want to be straight. And I don't think she's going to be terribly thrilled with, well...
Oh, it's okay.
She's going to have to smash this in, though, and load that cue ball up with a lot of right-hand spin. She would have ideally liked more angle than she's got.
Very talented left-hander from Spain. Oh, look at that. Lots of English. Missed that 10 ball. How's that, Jim?
Great effort. Great effort.
Reminds me of a lot of another European left-hander, Kristina Zlateva from Bulgaria, who's in action on another table. And there are other matches going on, guys. We are, as Jim says, getting down to the business end. It's the nitty-gritty time for the tournament, and we're going to be keeping you up to date with all the scores from around the room.
Yeah, and as we wind our way down to the later stages of this event, now the pressure mounts because people start looking at that dollar sign. 75,000 up for grabs in the ladies event, 20,000 to the eventual winner.
Yeah, and this round guarantees you money, so they need to get through this one, and then they're in the money, Jim. We're in the money. I tell you, she's played some really good positional shots in this run out. Well, she finished a little bit straight again. She's having a close look at it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much angle, so the long 10, just draw back 8 to 10 inches and try and leave that 10 into the bottom corner pocket as we look. No, she's just, oh,
look
she
at
had
that
plenty,
for a shot.
Plenty to be able to draw out, get the 10 to the same side of the table, corner pocket to open her account. Good shot, that one from
a low right hand English on that one. Beautiful. And
yeah,
it goes.
Nicely played that one, Mark, and takes the first rack, 1-0.
Oh, she worked for it, Jim, didn't she?
It was a good shot, good strike on that 9.
Very impressive. I wonder who is going to be holding that Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open Champion Trophy tomorrow. We're going to have the quarterfinals, semi-finals and final tomorrow, men's and women's. Plenty to look forward to.
Yeah, moving day, isn't it? You're either moving up the draw sheet or you're moving out of the hotel.
So Amalia breaking off then after a very impressive first rack from the young Spaniard.
How well is Spain represented here? That's a long trek across the Atlantic, but they have come full force.
The Spanish Armada, they're here. both men's and women's. Well, Kristina, residing here over in the States now. Living on a farm in Missouri, I heard. Wow, it's a mistake.
Yeah, I think she tried to clip the 8 with the 1 and bring the 8 out too.
Yeah, Amalia's shooting at this one.
Yeah, tried to give Amalia a total eclipse. Just caught it a bit too thin.
Again, no options. She can 10 ball she's calling. Is she playing the 1-2-10? She's playing the 1-2-10, Jim.
Yeah, and she may elect to just softly draw this cue ball to try and keep it behind the 8, almost like a free shot at the 10 here.
Yeah, as you said, drew back. Has she got cover? Well, she hasn't got cover. There's a shot at this now for Kristina. Just to be careful here though, Jim, there's lots of traffic over that right-hand side of the table. 5, 4, 7, 10. She's missed it all. This is a nice shot.
Very nice shot. 3, same end of the table. Looks like the 4 will pass the 9 into the top corner.
Just check that cue ball up slightly there. Just a little angle, it's okay.
Yeah, and she's just had a look to confirm that 4 will pass. So just off the cushion, back out to roughly where the spot is.
Will she use the 10 here, Jim, just to hold the cue ball? If it goes in, it doesn't matter, it'll come back up again. Oh, she didn't need to.
Yeah, she's got to hurry. She's got to be able to reach this, and she's also got to be mindful of that 30-second shot clock. Still plenty of time, 15 seconds. All of these players now carrying that extension, aren't they, Mark? They do anything they can to get away from using the bridge.
Yeah. I didn't mind the bridge. I mean, I grew up playing snooker, of course, as I know you did. And we got used to it. It's one of the first things we learn. If you don't learn that, then you can't play the game, basically.
Well, it is definitely the Achilles heel of a lot of good players.
Well, 7, 8, 9 and 10 begging to be potted. Overhit this one slightly. It's okay though.
Still expect to get it, I'm sure. Keep the cue ball near the middle.
Yeah, very good striker of the ball as well. Works very hard on her technique.
You think there's a pool table on that farm?
100%. They had to get rid of the tractor, but there's a pool table in the garage now.
Sell the horse.
Yeah, another nice strike of the cue ball. So this 10 ball to level things up.
And that she does. Kristina TKACH 1-1 with Amalia MATAS. Both players starting to heat it up a bit and looking strong. You won't want to miss how this one's going to wind down. Stay with us. Short break coming up. Great to have you back. Kristina TKACH looking a lot more solid in the second rack than she did in the opener. 1-1 the score here, and pretty just scoreline, I feel. And she settles into the break, rack number 3. Have you had a chance to ask any of the players how the outside tables are playing?
They were playing apparently a little bit slower first day than they are now. There was obviously changes in the atmosphere and the weather and the air con that we're using in here. Mix that with the tropical weather from outside, and it's a little bit of a juggling process, you know, a balancing thing to get it right. But apparently now it's all right and the tables are playing good.
Yeah, they've kept everything dry and speedy. It's new cloth. The new Predator Arcadia Reserve cloth, that's what's being used here in this event, along with the Arcos II balls. And of course the Predator Arena lights that everyone is raving about.
Yeah, rightly so. Really have changed the way Paul looks. And very clever design, not just to light up the table. They can incorporate cameras. You can have different colors, you can dim them, brighten them, you can do all sorts with them. And just have a look when we get an overhead shot again, how they also distinguish between the rail, like there, look, you see, you can see the rail and the bed of the table. Specially designed for that, so that the rails don't blend in with the bed of the table, Jim. Very important for streaming. This is a nice shot again. Look at that for a shot, Jim.
Yeah, it really is. It almost looked like she could have just tried to kill the cue ball there and left the cut on the 3. Instead, she elected to try and get right in behind it. Still a pretty tricky shot down the cushion. She's eyed it up exactly where she wants that 3 to track. Cue ball will be staying in the same area of the table where the 4 is, so just get this 3 and should be good.
Very compact little player, yeah. She just caught the rail there, but played it in such a way. A bit of a two-way there, Jim.
You know, quite possibly that might be why she elected to come around and play the 3 into the bottom corner, because she knew it was like a two-way shot.
She's going airborne. Oh, a decent effort, but she's left it on.
Yeah, slumped shoulders as she goes back to her chair. Big chance this one, Amalia, and she knows it.
It was a decent enough jump, just lacked a bit of accuracy, and that's the problem. She went all out there. And she certainly loves to hit the ball, doesn't she, Amalia? And she's just managed to squeeze past there, and that's not bad at all. Now look where that cue ball's coming, Jim. That's where she wants it. this is going to be, she's not going to hold back on this shot either.
Well, she's got the point of the side pocket, and that's taken the cue ball out of position. So looking to defend now, unless she wants to try and play that 5 into the top corner. That's a possibility.
I think she's going safe here, Jim, behind the 7 and 9. Oh, she's let it go through. Was kind of hoping for a little bump on the 7 there. Hasn't got it. And now there's a shot at this.
Yeah, you know, Mark, looking at that, she never even looked at the 5 into the corner, and she still would have been able to play it with a modicum of safety in mind.
And still been on the 6. Yeah. If I had one criticism to make about Amalia, it would be that she's a little bit quick sometimes. I think that comes with being a left-hander, though. I was always told I'm too quick. But it hasn't cost her.
No, cued across that one. That cost her the pot.
Explain to viewers, Jim, what you mean by cueing across. What goes wrong there? And here we see it again.
Well, when you're bridging over a ball like that, cue delivery is everything. And I mean, striking the center of the cue ball, you've got a very small spot. And if you don't hit that center, you know, it's going to deflect off the cue tip. And she just slightly mishit that one.
Mm-hmm.
Created the trajectory, the errant trajectory that she needed that cue ball to go. And when you are cueing over a ball, everything's magnified too.
Yeah, exaggerated, isn't it? It's like any little bit of unwanted English will cause the cue ball to masse almost.
Yeah, that's that deflection I'm talking about, Mark, exactly.
Oh, she doesn't want this in. Oh dear, she's in trouble now.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh. She just looks over at Kristina, and yeah, Kristina, I'm not even sure, even got out of her chair.
Well, you've got to say it's a little bit unfortunate that. Now the problem is hers, not Kristina's. Is she playing this twice? No.
Now she's clipped the 9, according to our referee. So ball in hand.
Yeah.
And it's all worked out in Kristina's favor.
Dwayne Payne doesn't miss a trick, our referee, for this particular game.
And you saw the 9 move. That's why contact to the 8 was so far away. Clipped the 9 on its way through.
I don't think this is going to take very long, this match, Jim. Both players pretty sprightly around the table. Nicely played, perfect on the 10.
Stays very still over the ball too. Almost always a formula for success when you're under pressure. Head doesn't move, and it's 2-1. Kristina gets in front. A little fortunate, I think it's fair to say, but never really says how, just who.
Let's go for a quick whiz around the room. Lots of other games going on at the moment. Monica Webb is in action against young Yuki Hiraguchi from Japan, and the Japan lady has taken the first rack there. Caroline Pau in action against Chow, the world 10-ball women's champion. 1-1 Brittany Bryant on the other TV table against Lou Silviana from Indonesia, and Sarah Roca from Portugal is up against young Sophia Mast, and Sophia from the United States, the little junior there, has taken a 1-0 lead, and another junior making an impression. Savannah Easton has taken the first rack against Ada Leo. We're up to date.
The scores around the doors, courtesy of Mark White. Better break that time from Kristina. Power with control, sees the 1 into the side, and look at the position on the 2. 3 coming over to sit over the bottom corner, so this looks promising. and everything's in the open.
Yeah, would have liked to have run that on a little bit further. She's going to have to use the bridge, the thing that no one likes to use. Certainly of the young generation anyway. They've grown up with extensions.
Well, she looks pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah, that was really nice style with the bridge there, and using it on the high part, almost like a spider in snooker, Jim. Controlled it very well.
Oh, she did, Mark. That's the first time I really had a chance to see Kristina. I've heard a little bit about her.
Are you impressed?
Very hard not to be. She looks solid, got great technique. Cue right in between her chin, between her two eyes.
Yeah, it's right in the heart of the pocket. Great shot again. Very compact.
All these young players playing in the women's game, you got to feel that their future is in very good hands.
Yeah, is this, I was going to say, is this 7-10 on? It's not, but she's come the other side of it. Great shot. Draw up for the 8, sorry. Oh, she's just going to run it off the side route. In control, Jim.
Yeah, in control of that cue ball and her nerve. Almost always a great combination for success. And I mean, these are the times when you come to the table following a good break, a very productive break, and everything's in the open. These are the times that sometimes the pressure's a little higher because you're expected to get out.
Yeah, good point.
But she's never been in trouble in this, never.
Get out she will, and that's a great break and run when this goes in. Yeah, very good break and run from Kristina to catch. Perfect pull.
And with it, a 3-1 lead, and we'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Very warm welcome back. 3-1 the lead that welcomes Kristina TKACH to the table to break. Oh, and a nice, well, it looked like it was going to be a nice touch on the 7 to get the 6 in. And she may have left this one. Look at the break again. Power with control. Every pool player striving for a good break. It's a big weapon. So just cushion first, flick that one in, and let the cue ball track up towards the 2.
Well, she's got her sleeve rolled up, ready for hard work, Jim. And she's going to have to produce some. 3-1 down, her opponent on the hill. Lost the cue ball a little bit there.
2-6 combination. She's already called a 6. And a full contact 2-6 will leave that 2 over that corner pocket 2 mark. So
yeah, these are the combos I like. Just imagine the 6 isn't there, just make the 2, and then you can't fail to miss it. And I like the way that she's played that as well, just in case she makes both balls.
hasn't put her in good stead though. She's off angle now on the 3, and the 4's at the wrong end of the table as far as she's concerned.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Can she snick it into the side with some... No. Would you consider snicking this into the side pocket, Jim, and playing it with some low right and hold it, or not?
No, I think it's a little too sharp of an angle. No, that was unfortunate. That 2 following the 6 in. She needed it to hang around the corner.
Yeah, that's one time when perfect isn't perfect.
Yeah, she may be running for cover here.
Oh, nice effort, nice effort.
Yeah, the definition of cover. Looks like she can get through to this 3, but she may have to just jack up to go over the edge of the 5. Well, she's not.
Playing a safe, is she, or is she going for it? I didn't think she could get through to the potting angle, to be honest.
Yeah, she definitely attacked there. She had enough 3 in her mind to be able to go after it, and she'd have been playing safe on the 4 regardless. But with a 3-1 deficit facing Amalia right now, she can't afford any more mistakes.
I think in behind the 5 again will be her target here, will it?
It wouldn't be a bad plan, because getting position from here to the 4.
Well, she's gone all out there for this and ended up playing it a little bit quick, and she has a little bit of a roll as well. So she got away with one there.
Yeah, she thought she could knock that in and get back for the 4. It was a brave effort.
Yeah, not a bad effort. Didn't miss it by that much.
Well, a step ladder going to be required for Amalia here.
Yeah, didn't get the snooker, but got the Chinese snooker, as we call them. Top of Mount Everest.
Yeah, she's not very tall either. She's going to be up on her tiptoes playing this.
Well, what a shot that was. Over the top of the ball, but she's left it on here into the corner. Draw back off the side rail for the 3.
Yeah, that's all she could do. Make life as difficult as possible for Kristina, and this is a tricky one, but it's doable.
You see the way she aimed there, Jim, and then she dropped the cue down.
Yeah, just kind of sighting.
Yeah.
And looking for her line before she showed you where she was going to strike the white. That one went astray, but interesting the way she decided to line up for that.
Yeah, I can't remember seeing her do that. It's not very often you see it.
It's not conventional, that's for sure.
I know they do it on the jump shots, first of all, to line up, but she certainly loves to hit the ball, doesn't she, Amalia? There's another great Spaniard called Mighty Reparo. Well, that could be used for this girl as well, Mighty MATAS, because she's really, really going for it. Oh, that's a nice strike. That really is a beautiful stroke. Good angle here, Jim, as well.
Yeah, that cue ball is going to be heading up towards the 5. If she gets this and drops on the 5, it might be the beginning of the end of the first set.
No, and I don't like the way she played that. I think she played it with a little bit of right-hand English as well. I know in snooker, Jim, when you've got the ball on the rail, we like to play it with what they call a bit of running side, you know, the opposite side, bit of left on that particular shot to hug it to the rail and then swing the cue ball around 2 rails.
She's definitely given Amalia a second bite at the cherry here. Good position from the 5 to the 7. That'll be the order of the day. Nicely struck.
A lot of English on that ball again. Left hand in that case.
Ensured to leave herself an angle. Take the cue ball straight up for the 9. This looks like just a straight shot. Play the 9 top left.
Maybe a tad straight. We've seen her draw back though before. Just like that.
And one good shot to push this first set on. And it's there, the 10 into the heart of the pocket. Amalia staying with the grade here, 3-2 still to Kristina TKACH, but Amalia will break. Rack number 6 to come.
I just looked out to my right and saw Jasmine Ocean in action, and she is up against Janet Atwell, and she's taken a 2-1 lead over the American. So Jasmine's still very much in this. Kelly Fisher still in it. Eylül Kibaroglu, great Turk. We've got Alison Fisher as well. And I mentioned Kristina Zlateva. These two, there's some quality all the way down, including Monica Webb as well, I've just seen. And there's Amalia, all the way from Mallorca, I believe, in Spain. There's Fedor Gorst in the background, look, on his phone, probably lining up his next challenge match, Jim. Who's he going to be playing next?
Well, he's booking his practice time at the table. He'll be competing in the World 8-Ball Championships a couple days away.
There he is, look.
And what a player he is.
I want to do break from the box tournament. I'm not going after that action. I'm watching my girlfriend at the moment. I'm more interested in that. I'll get back to you later. Hottest property in pool at the moment, Fedor Gorst, and he's won 3 of these Pro Billiard Series as well. He successfully defended his title in Arizona, and then recently won the Ohio Open as well against Roberto Gomez.
Yeah, he has dominated the Predator Pro Billiard Series, as Kelly Fisher has the women, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. 4 out of 5, I think she's won. Going for her 5th out of 6. This girl going for her 1st. Wow, what a crunching break that was.
Well, she'd like to have willed that 8-ball to stop, though. She's got nothing on the 2, so just the push out here. Yeah, this is the last of the season for the Predator Pro Billiard Series events here in beautiful San Juan. Now, what a stop it is. Fantastic weather. People are so friendly. And I saw you chowing down right before we went to work here, Mark, so obviously the food's to your liking.
The food's lovely. I had fish today for lunch. First time I've had fish in Puerto Rico, actually. It's a crime not to, Jim, isn't it?
Too true.
That surprises me. That shot there.
Well, she's left a long 2 available. I think she tried to, knock that 4 over to the 3 to tie up the 3, and she hasn't done it. This is at best half a chance. 6 is in jail on the left-hand side.
10 might be going close here as well. Well, she's caught it. Does that 3 pass the 4? Yes.
Good open shot on the 2. Still a ton of work to be done in this rack.
You have to earn your money now. Just playing the hook. And she hasn't got it. Very touchy shot to play over that distance.
Yeah, just caught the cushion first. I think she was trying to hit the 3 first. I just want to watch this shot again.
Yeah, you're right. Just grazed the rail.
And she's left a chance.
I was just wondering, Jim, was that frozen, that 3 ball?
Yeah, good question, Mark. I'm not sure. I never heard anything from the referee.
Interesting.
And she didn't get the angle she wanted on the 5. I think she wanted to be able to take the cue ball into the 6 and the 7. Just need to track a few inches further, so just a little short of speed. Can she force it? No, she tried
she's
to.
Forced it too much.
She tried to.
Could play the cross bank here, Jim.
Might be all she can see of the 6. She hasn't nominated anything yet,
No,
so maybe
running
just
it
try and
past, yeah.
run for cover. Got to get the cue ball past the 8.
I think if she'd just taken an extra couple of seconds there and just had a look. I did say she likes to rush things sometimes.
Now, is she looking at the 6-7 combination? I believe she is. All out attack here.
TKACH attack.
What
In
a
it goes.
shot. That could well seal the deal in the opener. Already 3-2 in front, just needs to knock in these 4. That'll give her the first set. That was a great opening shot, though.
Her nickname is Crystal.
Looking at Fedor, he's still on his phone, so he's not too impressed. But that was a great shot that his girlfriend provided.
But he probably missed it. That's the trouble with these youth today, Jim. It's all about phones. We miss so much in general life these days.
And this 10 to secure the opening set. Yeah, looking very solid indeed. Kristina TKACH, she takes the opening set 4-2, and we'll be back with more 10-ball action. Welcome back. The Salon Ballroom here at the Conference Center. Welcoming all fans back. The Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open 10-ball women's action. It's a loser's bracket. So the loser of this will be relegated to the cheap seats, Mark. They're going to have to turn into a spectator. And when I say cheap, I mean cheap. They're free. It's cost nothing to come down and watch all these champions in action. If you happen to be anywhere in the area of San Juan, make your way to where a hotbed of pool playing is happening.
Yeah, and if you're nowhere near, you can go to the next best thing, which is kazoom.com, of course, where you can watch all the action, choose your table. We don't even have to dictate that to you. You can choose your own as well, and that won't cost you a penny. Oh, she's gone wide of that. I don't like the way she played that. A little bit deceleration, Jim, on that, trying to hold. Just didn't complete the stroke. Just looked wrong. So Amalia, chance to get off to a better start in this set. Having to use the dreaded bridge.
Yeah, she's looking, just nodding. She could drop onto this and play it to the side pocket. No chance of staying on the same side to get the 3 to the corner. Not from this angle.
Hold the clock, please.
And unless she can bank this into the side pocket past the 4, it's going to be looking for defense.
Well, she's gone a little bit too hard, and there's a bit sticking out here, Jim, of the 3 ball, I think.
No, this is a definite chance. That was a misjudgment for sure from Amalia there. It's well overhit that one, but this is on.
Dangerously close to that side pocket there.
Well, this is going to be a test of cueing a long 4, long straight 4.
Yeah, kill the cue ball where the 4 is. Went across it slightly. Now a chance.
Yeah, you see her walking back to her chair, just kind of giving you an idea of what she wanted that back arm to do. It didn't listen that time.
Oh, I thought that was in, you know. I thought that was a lovely shot that she played there, but it didn't go.
Yeah, massive let-off mark, that one. We'll see if Kristina can take advantage of that miss.
Bit of negotiation of traffic to come here. Decided to leave herself a longer 5 ball. Wow. She's sailing close to the wind, Jim, at the moment.
Not too bad, though. She's got the angle. She can play this with a lot of right-hand spin as she looks. Bottom and right-hand spin off 2 cushions. Well, she's playing top. So she's coming around everything. Doesn't want to contact anything.
Oh, this is if she misses the 10, she won't though. It's gone wrong. Possible bank.
Yeah, that's kind of why I thought she might play it with bottom and just play it off 2 cushions, play inside the 8.
Just widen the angle.
Now, much like Amalia, she's let her opponent off. Should have been a much better safety than that.
Yeah, she's left the potting angle.
And saving grace as far as Kristina is concerned is the 7's not easy, where it is. But she has definitely left a chance at the 6.
Wow, a nice friendly little bump. Friendly-ish, goes in the side. We saw her miss a 4-ball in the side a little bit earlier. Can she make the 7? She's not even bothered about it. And again, Jim, a little bit sloppy. Has she left an edge on this? Well, she turned away from the table with a look of disgust on her face because she did leave a gap, but so has Kristina. It's worked out okay
Yeah,
in the long run.
Safety play from both players right now. A little patchy. That's perfect. Just ensure to leave an angle on the 9 to get the cue ball up for the 10. But some weak safety play from both players. Highlighted this opening rack in the second set.
I think young players today, don't really pay too much attention to practicing their safeties. It's more about breaking and running, Jim. It's only when you get a little bit older and a little bit more cautious that you think, I better start working on my safety game here because I can win more if I do. How many players have you seen take that approach over the years when they realised they weren't winning anything?
Well, 10 down, and Amalia does secure the opening rack. She needs to try and force a shootout, win this second set, get it to a shootout. A long ways, there's a lot of pool to be played yet before that can be established. Mark, as we've already said, play going on all around the ballroom here in San Juan. An outstanding venue, as nice as any I've seen, and the amount of work that's gone in. And in fact, I saw all you guys when I got here Monday night. You were lifting, laying down carpet, and you're multi-talented.
Well, I don't know about that, Jim. Multi-helpful, let's say.
Oh.
We realised we'd covered that carpet up. We decided to uncover it again because that was a whole lot better than what we wanted to put down. It's beautiful, I think. It looks glorious. It's like a party arena.
Rack number 2. See if Amalia can find the sweet spot for the break.
Yeah, got a shock result for you. Well, kind of a shock. Jeff DeLuna has beaten 2-time US Pro Billiard Series champion Aloysius Yap in a shootout to send Aloysius, well, not home because he's going to stay and play the 8-ball, but it's certainly gone to the cheap seats where he can go and watch his girlfriend from Indonesia, of course, little Silviana Liu. She's still in the competition.
I think it's time for a mixed doubles event. I mean, I'm hearing all these boyfriend, girlfriends, and they're all champions, and we've got to be ready for a mixed doubles event pretty soon, don't we?
Yeah, well, the Pro Billiard Series format that we've taken over to the World Teams Championship actually brings that in because it's 2 men and a woman, and it's a men's singles, a women's singles, then a Scotch doubles, but must be male and female together, and then the decider is the team captain's pick, sort of Moscone Cup meets Pro Billiard Series team format. Great fun. Philippines are the champions of that, beat Great Britain in the final. Biardo, Rubelin Armit and Johan Chua beat Darren Appleton, Jason Shaw and Kelly Fisher in the final, and I was lucky enough to be there in Austria commentating on it. Terrific final as well.
Wow.
Back to this one then, Jim. What's going on?
Well, she's actually played a real nice shot. Just got to get the cue ball over to that 5. Oh, that's not been lucky. She played it in a manner where she really didn't want to contact anything.
It was a bit fancy, wasn't it, as well? She went the scenic route, shall we say. Played it with draw and right-hand English.
Can she punch this and hold it behind the 8? No, she doesn't want to hit the 9.
And you got to say that has been the trend of this match so far. Just those little sloppy safeties here and there that haven't worked out. Another chance for Kristina to catch then, to level it up in set 2. I do like the way she strikes the ball, Jim.
Yeah, a lot to like. Technically very sound.
Three balls away from squaring things up in this second set. Race to 4. Already 1 set ahead. Looking for a place in that last 16.
And that was nicely played. Just a very controlled, soft draw. They leave the 9 in the side and follow through for the 10 to the corner. I mean, when you can keep that cue ball under wraps, you can make this game look a lot easier than it is. $10 deposited, and that score that you alluded to, Mark, has just come to fruition. 1-1 between these two young ladies.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of nip and tuck, isn't it? And we're going to see if it continues that way, Jim, because we're going to go for a very short break. We'll be back soon.
And there you see the Predator lights that adorn one of our 2 main arenas that we're broadcasting from. Fantastic setup here and conditions these players are enjoying.
Yeah, Kristina to break. Gave him a good old thwack.
A lot of noise, but no joy. And never really a good disbursement of the balls either after that break, was there?
No, didn't move very much. Get a good safety in here, Amalia. And once again, it's not good enough.
Now, when it really should be dark, she's leaving her opponent opportunities to return the favor. So we'll see if Kristina can come with a little better safety.
I think she's just trying to drop this behind the 2, isn't she? Oh no, she's drawn in. Well, a little bit of a nice bump. Could be seeing the jump cue here and call the 7. Right on cue. She grabs the short cue. Call the 7. Yeah, that's what she's called. There's the butt on the floor, tossed away like an unwanted piece of garbage. Not very nice, is it, Jim?
Yeah, it might be her break cue that just comes apart to leave a jump cue. Got all the weapons. Nicely supplied by Predator.
Yeah, not far away either, was she, from making that 7? Oh, that's a nice shot. Beautiful shot.
No, it really is. She's got a little angle on this too, as we see this again. Just weaving that cue ball around the angles and nicely onto the 2. Looks like she's got an angle to play this and get up for the 3 next.
Yeah, it really was a super shot.
Oh,
she's overcut this. She decelerated, Jim.
Yeah, she was very concerned with just trying to stay below the 3 to be able to play that good attacking safety, and
now left the opportunity for Amalia to do, well, she can get on the 3 ball from here. We'll be playing the 4 into the same pocket as the 3. Just needs to negotiate that 8 ball. She has done. Nicely played. She's got the right side of it as well, Jim. She can go anywhere she wants on the table with the cue ball from here.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at the lay of the land too. Doesn't look like the 6-10 is set into the corner, so important to get the right angle on this 5 to be able to get over on the right hand side of the table as we look. The 6 available to the bottom left corner only.
Yeah, she's got some work to do here, as you say, with the angle she's left herself. She's going to be putting some power into this, and we know what power means. Sometimes it means lack of accuracy. No chance of that, though. Well, she's caught it, but I think she's okay, Jim.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty friendly touch on the 7. Should have been too hard.
Yeah, she could now use that 10 to just draw off and hold for the 7. Well, she's had a slash at that one. Just a little bit quick delivery. Another chance goes begging.
Yeah, I don't think she was certain that she was going to use the 10. In the end, elected to hold position for the 7.
I think Kristina is looking slightly the more in control here at the moment. More assured. Certainly in the delivery of the cue, Jim, anyway. Very precise.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah, a lot easier.
She made it a little trickier than she needed to by getting a little straight on that 8, but she thumped it in. Now she's perfect again. Nice angle on the 9. Keep the cue ball away from the cushion.
Oh.
Unforced errors.
Oh.
Weak
After that
position.
last shot she played, Jim, you know, she cued it so well, and then all of a sudden misses a ball that you'd never expect a top-class player like herself to miss, you know. What a gift. Christmas come early. Thanksgiving nearer, and she's going to say thank you very much.
Well, gratefully accepted that gift. 2-1. Amalia MATAS leading. Kristina TKACH.
Yeah, the action keeps on coming, guys. We have a little bit of a break from our normal every 2-hour match schedule. We will be back at 5 after this one, 5 p.m, where we will have last 16 action for you in the men's and the women's. And tomorrow, Jim, we're really down to the nitty-gritty. The last 8 we will start with tomorrow in both the men's and the women's. We'll have 2 semi-finals as well and 2 finals for you to see who's going to win the 25,000 prize for the men and the 20,000 prize for the women.
I'm not going to miss it, Mark.
Well, we're going to skip out, guys, just for a couple of minutes, and we'll be back with the rest of the action. See you soon.
There you can see the beautiful arena, the host venue for the Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open, the final stop on the Predator Pro Billiard Series.
You're going to make me cry in a minute, Jim. The last stop.
Last stop of the year.
Oh, I'm glad you added
pass that tissue.
Yeah, lots going on still around this arena, while the players are just taking a little bit of a break, as we see Kristina TKACH walking back in. Just give you some latest scores. Yukio Akaguriyama is 2-3 down to Jesus Atencio, as is Omar Al Shaheen. He's 3-2 down to Andrew Kong. Marcus Twitcher is 3-1 down to Alexia Pachel. And starting out soon will be Darren Appleton against Conrad Jusician. Now that one I am going to be watching for sure.
I'm not familiar with Darren's opponent there. Whereabouts is he from?
Yeah, he's from Poland. He's one of the players from Pool land, as I like to call it. You know, Mieszko Fortunski, the butcher. You've got Viktor Zelensky, a winner of one of these tournaments, also runner-up in the World 10 Ball. Some top quality coming out of Poland.
Yeah, Radoslav Babica, one of the the older guard that I'm a little bit more familiar with.
Yeah, absolutely. He's here, as is Daniel Maciel. They're coming out of the woodwork. They're coming out of everywhere. We're being invaded by Polish pool players, Jim.
Well, it's a 2-1 lead. Amalia enjoys at the moment. Winding it up to break here, rack number 4.
One ball kicked out of the way, was on its way to the side. Is it going to drop in this bottom left-hand corner? No. No legs left. So a nice, easy one-ball starter for Kristina. Needs to get to the 2. I think we're going to see a bit of that cue power here, Jim. Draw past the 3 ball. I'm not sure if she can go forward. I don't think she can. Yeah, you get 60 seconds after the break, so always wise to use that 60 seconds, you know, just to have a look around and plan a route. Okay, it won't always go to plan, but at least set out with one. You can never get time back. Wow. What a
good news, bad news in fairness. She's on the 2, but she's just bumped the 3 into the tall grass, so is there any value in knocking this in unless she can get behind the 3 to play good attacking safety on that 3?
Big draw stroke, could leave it in the side. Does it go in the side? Well, at least she's got the shot you mentioned, Jim. Yeah, she wouldn't want to play it in the side anyway, not with where the 4 is. But yeah, she's got the hook behind the 7 here for sure.
Yeah, stop shot, just dead on the 3. Just hold the cue ball right behind the 7.
Oh, I don't agree with that shot, and I'll tell you why. If you stop the cue ball dead behind that, you're cutting off the easy 1-round escape. She's left of the jump here as well.
Yeah, you're also cutting off the jump shot.
And she's left her both. It's just what I was talking about earlier on, Jim. When you're young and aggressive, you know, attacking, you don't necessarily pay enough attention to the safety side of the game. Wow, an unusual miss there from Amalia.
Well, could be said, maybe Kristina knows what she's doing better than we know, because she's extracted the mistake.
Yep, absolutely. At the end of the day, we're sat here and they're out there playing, Jim.
4 looks like it goes past the 8. And she'll need lots of angle to get the cue ball the opposite end of the table for the 5 next. So she's elected to go below the 4.
Yeah, got to watch the 9 if she's going that way. She's going to have to put a lot of power in this, Jim.
Good shot.
Yeah, she got there.
Very good shot. Missed the 9, missed the 7. And just straight up the middle of the table for the 6 next.
Well, whoa. Oh. Well, she missed the 9 ball the first time, but she didn't miss it that time.
Yeah, just careless. I mean, if she
didn't use any English, did she?
Yeah, if she can see the 6 here, she's lucky. I mean, she doesn't deserve to be able to see the 6. That 9 shouldn't even have been in the equation.
Yeah, she's got to jump over the edge of the 9 here, as you can see. Just the yellow part of the 9, Jim, she needs to get over here. Oh, we've got a bird's eye view of this. Great shot.
And then some.
Oh dear, she's been a little bit unfortunate there now as well. But what a great jump shot that is.
Yeah, just settle herself into this shot. Really not fully committed. There's been a lot of unforced errors from Kristina in this second half of the match. The first half, she looked very solid, very sound. She was thinking well. I feel like it's all gone on holiday. And the beneficiary right now, Amalia MATAS.
Brittany Bryant in trouble over on the other TV table. She lost the first set against Silviana Liu from Indonesia, and she's 3-2 down her opponent on the hill in the second set. So Brittany in trouble. Yuki Hiraguchi lost the first set to Monica Webb, but she's up 3-0 in the second. Nice little shot there from Kristina.
Yes, it was. Just catching that cushion to get the cue ball out in the middle of the table.
Just a little bit of work to do. Cut this in the side, bring the cue ball around 4 rails.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Absolute perfection. Brilliant shot from Kristina to catch.
You know, you see some of the shots she plays, Mark, and then when there have been mistakes, you wonder why a player of her capability would make those simple errors, because she's a talented young lady.
She certainly is, and she's leveled it up with 2-2 now. And we're going to go for a very short break, guys, but we promise we'll come back very soon. Don't go anywhere.
Our referee, Mr. Payne, just making sure everything's touching. Using that new Predator Arco rack. Looks like it's floating on the surface, but important that those balls are all touching. You want a total displacement after the break.
Available on Predator.com at $99. Go get yourself one, available in black and white.
And never really got into that break. Didn't get that many balls moving. Not one of her better efforts, and she's left a chance, but
yeah, look at the 5 ball.
Yeah, this will take some negotiating for Amalia to try and get through this rack.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the 4 passes the 5. If it does, it changes things slightly.
Yeah, it looks like it will. Mark, it looks like it goes, and
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
She'll be checking that out right now.
Yeah.
So just try and stay on the line. She'd love to get that cue ball in the area it is right now.
All of a sudden, Jim, this rack that looked a little bit messy has opened right up. Play this with some right hand side. Oh, she's gone the other way. I like that, Jim. I like that. Would have liked maybe just a bit more pace on it. She's got to be careful of how she kisses this 9 ball now. She's definitely going to go into it. And she did get that double kiss. Now this is where she just needs to have a little think and come up with a decent safety shot here, unless she's going to go all out for the bank, of course. Or is she coming off thin and to bring the cue ball all the way around the table, Jim? Behind the 8, yeah, wise decision. Take the extension, give it a little bit more thought, get it in your head exactly what you're going to play here.
Well, it's crunch time, 2-2. I mean, these are all big shots now and big moments.
She went for the bank. She hasn't got the bank, and she's left a chance now for Kristina to catch. Yeah, and it all came down to that shot she played to get to the 4, Jim. She didn't really get in prime position, did she?
Oh, you're right, Mark. The double kiss didn't help her. Very thin cut here for Kristina.
Oh, what a lovely little bump.
Yeah, a little love from the 10. And now just looking out in the middle of the table should suffice. Leave the 7 on.
Yeah, worrying times for Amalia. It was always going to be very tough, though, against Kristina, who arguably is one of the, you know, the top up-and-comers as well. There's that little group. Her, Kristina's Latava, the Spaniards. Pia Filler, don't forget Pia Filler. She's playing some good stuff recently, won a Euro Tour. She's still in this. Well, she hasn't gone past and hooked herself. She has, you know.
I was shaking my head as soon as she struck that, because you could just tell that the speed wasn't right. And I think the look on her face says it all.
Yeah, she's disgusted with that.
Just got to go over the edge of the 10, though. She'd expect to get this.
She would, but, you know, it can still go a little bit awry here, Jim. Keep that cue ball on the table as well. She hasn't made the ball. Now, has she got away with it?
It's really been more a case of what they haven't done as opposed to what they've done in this match, because when it looks like they're supposed to get out, just bad positional play. Certainly safeties have been weak.
Oh, I think the vibration of the cue ball hitting the other rail knocked that in, Jim.
Yeah, I'm surprised that went in. That struck the cushion 6 inches up the rail.
Yeah, that won't be going in at the end of the week, that's for sure.
Oh, too true.
Oh, she's got away with it here, I tell you. That safe positional shot, I should say, from Kristina from 7 to 8 went completely wrong. Ended up having to jump over the edge of the 10, and it's cost her.
Yes, it has. 3-2. Amalia back in front. In a set she has to win. Try and force a shootout.
Somebody else trying to force a shootout is Yuki Hiraguchi. She lost the first set against Monica Webb, but she's 3-2 ahead in the second set. Sophia Mast has taken the first set against Portuguese Sarah Roca. And there's Amalia. Will be feeling, well, a lot happier than she was 4 balls ago, where she thought it could have been Kristina on the hill. Instead, it's the Spaniard. Yeah, sat in her chair there, thinking what might have been just a couple of rolls of that cue ball, Jim. Wow, she's really put some power into that one. Great break, and she's got a reward for it as well. Has she got a shot on the 1? Well, she can see it, Jim.
Yeah, she's got a powerful break.
That is a powerful break. And she's only a little girl as well. It just shows, you know, if you work that technique out, Jim, get that timing right.
Well, dare I say it, Mark, another very weak safety effort. She was trying to get that cue ball behind the 7, and that shot just never looked on. And I'm not sure if that 1 passes the 5 into the corner. If it does, this is an opportunity for Kristina.
Needs it to run, doesn't want to. Oh, she's caught the 7. It's cost her position. The jump stick's coming out again. Well, the cue ball has been spending quite a bit of time in the air, Jim, in this match. And we're going airborne again. Wow. Smashes it in. She's got to look at the 3 as well. Here's a replay. The air rush doing its job.
Got to stay still on these. A little bit like the shootout shot, nicely played.
That
and
was beautiful shot.
fully deserved a position on the 4. So has she refocused and got herself back together? She started the match out, you know, very strong, very solid, and she's hit a patchy bit.
Yeah, a line that was uttered by one of our favourite snooker commentators, Ted Lowe, the great Ted Lowe, who once, in describing Jimmy White, said, "He flatters to deceive and frustrates everybody." Just as you think, Jim, they're in full flight, they go and play a shocker. And that's gone a little bit wrong again for Kristina. She caught the ball.
Yeah,
Deep breath.
deep breath, and refocus, because this is the shot of the rack. She knows it. Try and float this in that top corner.
Played the safety, a very good safety as well,
I like it.
at a crucial time.
You know what, I like it. And it was important. It was vital, actually, that she got that cue ball behind the 9. She knew that 7 was going to be up near the corner pocket. And it was very risky the way she would have had to play it. If she didn't make it, she was going to leave it. That was a
She's
real
got
good
to come
decision.
2 rails here, Jim. Top cushion, side cushion, and try and cut it into this top left-hand corner as we look at the table now. Well, she's thinking of going 3 rails here. Yeah, it doesn't go in the side unless she's called the 8 in the side, has she? She's looking to come. Yeah, she's gone round it.
Well, benefiting from a very good safety play.
Yeah, the right decision. It was vindicated to play that just behind the 9, and she got it. at a very, very crucial stage of this match.
Nothing special here. Just needs to follow through a few inches, play the 9 bottom right.
Another deep breath from the young Kristina, Kristina. But it's still not crystal clear who's going to win this match, Jim. We are going to go hill. Kristina breaking to try and win the match.
Well, that's the one thing that is crystal clear. It's 3-3. So we'll see if Kristina can pull out a good break. Timing would be perfect. She knows she's still got an insurance policy. Even if she lost this rack, still a chance to win the match in the shootout, but she'd rather it not get there.
I've actually had a little commentate with Kristina. I believe it was in Michigan last year, and she was very shy and timid, but by the end of it we were having a good laugh, and we were taking questions from the chat, and most of the questions were about, well, her and Fedor, basically. You know what the public's like. They want all the inside info, don't they? She wasn't giving anything away.
Well, a big break. Big moment at 3-3, second set. Oh, she put a little extra into that one. Oh, I thought that cue ball was going to get kicked right into the side pocket, but she's given a chance to Amalia. The break has not been kind to Kristina.
Yeah, I've just caught Mighty Rapero there in the audience, who's Amalia's biggest fan, and when the roles are reversed, Amalia's Mighty's biggest fan. There she is. You can see her. You see the girl there in the ripped jeans, look, Jim?
Yep.
Who would have thought years ago that people would pay good money for a pair of jeans like that? My mum had the needle and cotton out straight away and say, you're not going out like that.
Well, a big chance. If she can hold herself together. Got to get that cue ball down behind the 2 because it's not available to either corner, but there is a possible 210 if she gets right behind that side of it.
Oh, well spotted. And that's the way she was going for it.
Now she may play the billiard here.
There's Mighty Rapero.
With the ripped jeans.
Yeah, she loves to do, well, she loves a bit of rip curl as well because she's a surfer. Back home in Spain, she loves to do a bit of surfing. Normally travels with her partner and child.
Yeah,
not here for this one.
She's eyeing it up. The billiard, just quickly asking for the extension. Got to be certain. Almost looks like she could play the billiard as though she's playing the cue ball into that corner pocket. But watch the 10. She's called it.
We'll know before she does if it's in. It's not. But she's got a little bit of cover on this 2-ball, I think, Jim. Comes round to have a quick, anxious look. Has she left it? Well, there's a jump, if nothing else. Yeah, and she's going to go back. No, she's just come for a look. I thought she was going back for the jump stick so she can get through to this, Jim. There, you see it. She can. 3 in the side after this. Well, she's got hold of it a little bit too much. Wrong side of the 3 now. She's going to have to send the cue ball around the angles. 4, maybe 5 rails here. Watch this, Jim. There's the fourth rail. Is she going to hit the fifth one? Well, perfect. What a shot that is. Well, I don't care what anyone says. That's going on the show reel.
Can't disagree with that.
What a shot from TKACH.
And that one shot has forged the opening in this rack. Now, can she hold herself together?
Well, we need to have a shot at the championship, Jim. And that would be one of the contestants, surely.
Amalia is putting her cue alongside. In her mind, she feels like her opponent's done enough. There's still a lot of pressure out there.
Yeah, not quite there yet. And as we've seen, Jim, I mean, you know, she doesn't want to end up dead straight on this either. Composing herself. 7, 8, 9 and 10 to go for a very, very hard fought victory.
Well, she could have used just a little bit more angle on this, so she's going to have to play this with a bit of thump. Get that cue ball back out towards the middle of the table.
Wow, thump she did. Great strike.
Yeah, struck it well.
One more. Good positional shot to this 10 ball. She'd like to get as close as she can to it to make it as unnervy as possible. Just slightly awkward over the 10. In it goes. She's on the 10 ball.
Boy, this is something. I mean, she's provided a first-class out when she needed it most. And how about that, Mark?
Fabulous, Jim. Absolutely fantastic. Last rack, disappointment for Amalia MATAS, but she'll be back again, no question. As we see once again, the final 10 going in. Well, Jim White, a pleasure.
As always.
We'll say goodbye. We'll be back at 5 p.m. Are you going to come back, Jim, or have you had enough now?
I'm definitely back at 5 p.m. A quick bite to eat, Mark, and then more pool action. And just like the fans out there, we hope you join us too. All to play for.